What up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's your guy, Hit the keys. Here today to do a quick review and demonstration over Syntronik V-80 by IK Multimedia. It is basically an emulation of a few different synths from the 70s and the 80s, and it is currently free on audio plugin deals right now until March 17th. Make sure if you guys like this content though, you drop a whole elbow on that like button, hit subscribe and that notification bell so every time we bring you guys a new video, you can be the first to see. But let's go ahead and get right into this review.
Hit the key.
All right, guys. So I brought you to the website first. So basically when you get to the website, this is audio plugin deals. It tells you that the Syntronik V-80 is an emulation of a classic Yamaha CS80, a GX1, and a CS01 synth. They're manufactured from 1976 to 1980. So this synth is perfect for like chill waves, synth pop, rage, hyper pop, any kind of genre that's super synth heavy. And so what you're gonna do is come down here and add it to the cart. I know it says $49, but trust me, once you add it to the cart, it's going to go to zero. And so then you'll have to check out and all that stuff, and it's going to send you an email. The email for me went to my promotions box, but it might go to your spam box. It might go to your regular inbox. It might go to your promotions box. I'm not sure where it's going to go. It'll have the serial number in that email for you, and then it'll have the IK Multimedia product manager. So if you never had that before, this is what it looks like. If you do have it, you pretty much know that all you're going to have to do is once you download this, you're going to register the product. So what you're going to do is copy and paste the serial number from your email and just copy and paste it right there, and then refresh your product manager and it'll show up. And you can use it in more than one application. So you can use it in either Syntronik or you can use it in SampleTank. All right, and so when you load it up in Syntronik, it's going to look like this. I prefer using it in SampleTank. Like I said, you can use it in either one of the applications. So I'm going to go ahead and close out Syntronik. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up SampleTank and use it in there instead. I just like this more because you can load up any of your SampleTank libraries in here. You can load up any of the Syntronik stuff in here. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and load instrument. Boom. And then as you see, all the instruments that you have will show up over here. Let's just go ahead and click Syntronik V-80 so we only get these sounds. And we're just going to click on something real quick. What I like about this is I prefer the view of this right here versus the other view, like when you're messing with your filters, your envelopes, and all that other stuff. So that's why I prefer SampleTank 4, but you can choose whatever it is that you want to actually, mess with it in. So let's go ahead and take it back to this front page. So as you're looking at all the sounds, you have a whole bunch of sounds in here, which is nice. You have everything from arpeggio, chromatic, ethnic, guitar, piano, sound effects. You got your synth bass, which is, obviously what we'll be looking for with these plugins, your leads, synth pads, synth pluck, and a synth sweep. And you get a bunch of sounds mixed up in there. You get a bunch of different effects. You also get a lot of control. So you get control over all your envelopes, your filters, your waveform, your LFO. You get control over all that stuff. We're not going to go a super deep dive into this. If you want a bigger, deeper dive, you can check out this card right here. When I did Syntronik Bully and I went through all the functions and all the features. But here too, you have different effects. So you just come up here and then there's a ton of different effects. You got different amps, you got different distortion types, you got different kinds of dynamics, EQs, modulation, reverb, delay, and filter. So that's always a plus with SampleTank, is when you use SampleTank, you get a ton of different effects to throw in this stuff as well. So let's go ahead and take it back to the main page. I made a sample beat as always. It's not all the way mixed down. It's kind of like a synth wavy type beat. I'm going to go ahead and run that for y'all, and then we'll just go ahead and demo some of the sounds for you guys. All right, guys, so that's the little sample beat I put together for you guys. Let's go ahead and pull Syntronik V-80 back up and check it out. So boom, I'm just going to tap this real quick. Bam, we got it back loaded up. So this is what the first pad sounds like. And I'll just go through some of the different pads for you. All right, so now I'm going to go through these by category a little bit to make it a little easier. So they have a few arpeggios, as you see. Nothing too big, nothing too fancy, though, just a couple of them. So that one is just noise. Let's go ahead. They got some chromatic, too. And so if you can click on multiple things and add it all over here to the side. But if you just click on one, it just breaks down that one category for you. So let's go ahead and hit this. So they got an ethnic sound. It's just one sitar. Sounds super 70s, 80-ish to me. Got a few different guitars. You got a few different pianos here. I kind of like these pianos. I like the way these keys sound. All right, so let's go ahead and hit some of these basses real quick. So as you can see, there's a whole bunch of different kind of basses. So I'm going to use the keyboard just because so I can get the lower octaves because that's where the bass sits at on these. So boom, let's load that up real quick. Hit this crush bass. So what I like about this too, like let's say I have it on this crush bass and I decided I wanted to come in here and start messing with some of the envelopes. You know, you can mess with the different layers of the envelope. So you have the amp, the pitch, the filter, the user, and then you have a bunch of stuff over here. So you can mess with the frequency, the resonance, the drive, filter envelope, key follow. You have your different LFOs right here. You have your different oscillators. So as you can see here, you have 5 different oscillator levels. And then you have more LFO control down here. And so like, you know, if you don't like this aggressive bass, you know, obviously you can just pull the frequency back a little bit. You know, pull back a little bit more. So, you know, you got a lot of control over what you can do as far as sculpting your sound design, and all that other stuff. So let's go ahead and get back into some more of the basses, just so you guys can hear what they sound like. Because again, I just wanted to let you guys get a sound demo with this. I feel like that noise is just mocking me, the helicopter. So you get that. And so you just get a whole bunch of different, again, there's old school sounding basses that you can use. So let's go ahead and check out some of these leads real quick, because I know you guys want to hear the leads. So the leads sound like this. Let's go ahead and load that up. Ooh, that one's a little bit harsh though. Sounds cool when you go down lower octaves though. That one sounds dope too. Solid. So the pads all sound nice as well. The pads are all pretty fire. There's a ton of them, so I'm not going to go through all of them, obviously. But you know, we'll pick out just a couple of them. But there's a lot of fire pads up in here. G hard attack. Wah, 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 wah. So I think I played this one first, but this one's a solid pad. All right, guys, so that's basically the plugin in a nutshell. It is a pretty solid little synth, you know, especially if you're looking for that old school sound for your rage, your hyperpop beats, your chill wave, your synth wave, whatever it is that you're throwing your synth on. I would definitely recommend checking it out. I know sometimes people say they have a problem downloading and getting stuff installed from IK Multimedia, but I don't necessarily have a problem. All I do is download the product manager first and then just enter the serial number, and then it pops up in SampleTank. So if you have any questions, leave them below in the comments. I'll try to respond back and help you out if you guys are struggling to get it downloaded. But again, it's a very solid synth and it is the best price of all. Free. Make sure if you guys like this content though, you drop a whole elbow on that like button, hit subscribe and that notification bell so every time we bring you guys a new video, you can be the first to see. Appreciate you guys' time as always, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace. All right, guys and gals, thanks for watching the video. Make sure you hit the subscribe and like button. Make sure you hit that notification bell so every time a new video comes out, you can be the first to know. Let me know what tutorials you want to see next in the comments, and see you next time.
Sum, hit the key.